Here, in this prevailing conditions of standstills, lockdown announced, with a pause economy. So we need the information what was the assessment of the prevailing circumstances have did on the income. What is the conditions surrounded and brought a manufacturing sector to suffering? What are the suffering and what GDP decline we have? So we need all this in information. To obtain such information, we need to do all these things assessment, and these conditions assessment can be done only through the collection of information. आपको ये मालूम करना है कि व्हाट सराउंडिंग्स आर गिविंग यू राइट नाउ, आपके पास क्या अवेलेबल है, कितना अवेलेबल है, उसमें कितना डिक्लाइन है, आप किस तरह से मार्क आउट करेंगे. दैट ऑल नीड इन्फॉर्मेशन and meaningful information on which ground you can draw conclusion and you can have assessment. So we need to collect information from various sources, and this is called collection of data, which marks the primary and secondary source. Primary source means original point assessment, and today we will learn its method. As we are in 2021, we have to do census of India. That's the best example of primary source of information. देश की सरकार देश की गणना कराती है, देश की जनगणना, दैट मार्क्स की पॉपुलेशन कैलकुलेशन और पॉपुलेशन साइज असेसमेंट और पॉपुलेशन असेसमेंट, यू कैन से एनीथिंग फॉर लाइक दैट. It is a raw form of information which you collect from origin, but due to prevailing conditions of pandemic COVID-19, this is not going to be done at original source this year because we have been social distancing notification to be followed. So the first hand information is collected by field visit, and this field visit marks you the phases of direct connectivity of investigator, informant और respondent. तो इसे कलेक्ट करने के बहुत सारे सोर्सेज हैं. इंटरव्यूइंग मेथड, क्वेश्चनेयर मेथड, फोकस ग्रुप मेथड, प्रोजेक्टिविटी मेथड. Here you have the direct touch with your investigator and informant. So the firstly data collection method of primary sources are those which has statistical method study and technique used to visit the original place to collect information. It is 4. Either you will visit directly to the respondent, otherwise it is indirect oral where you can use other methods of direct communication, but you yourself is not going over there. Then the local source information you can obtain, that you can visit the local person and they can collect information. Then you mark the phases of questionnaire. So we are discussing the first one, direct personal investigation. This is the one way where there is direct relationship. You are having face-to-face conversations for your questions and your respondent is answering you and in front of you only. But it has the suitability where you have to cover limited region. This is best way to do it because it marks the great originality. क्योंकि आप ज़मीनी स्तर पे खड़े हैं, अपने सामने वाले से डायरेक्ट बात कर रहे हैं, तो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपकी और उसके बीच में कॉन्फिडेंशियल है और डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट है, तो ओरिजिनलिटी तो मैक्सिमम लेवल पे यहीं पर ऑब्टेन होती है. बट इट हैज़ फ्यू डीमेरिट्स एंड मेरिट्स एज वेल. डायरेक्ट पर्सनल मेथड इज क्वाइट एक्सपेंसिव इन टर्म्स ऑफ कॉस्ट, टाइम, efforts, and marks the confidentiality and originality of information. Other is indirect oral investigation, which we were going to study now. It is we are not directly connecting to the person. We have collected his information from other sources, but it is directly related to him. Like workers' economic information is obtained from the employers, not from the worker. Because the field is quite large and respondents do not know how to answer the question because they are illiterate. Information from local sources, the most important and crucial one. When we need regular information and large area have to be covered, so this is best weapon to obtain it out. It is the best way to have it. The collection of information. We appoint local person as information source. हम local जो person रहते हैं उन्हें informant बनाकर अपने पास अवेलेबल करा लेते हैं ये इन्फॉर्मेशन. वो जगह जगह विजिट करेंगे एंड दे विल कलेक्ट फॉर यू information, and this is very common in journals, newspaper, magazines work, and high degree of accuracy is not required over here. Then we follow the system. This is best way and cheapest source to collect information because you do not visit the field yourself, so your time, effort, and cost reduces, and you are obtaining the actual ground reality on regular basis. The phase of 1, primary source introduction, and its method, we have discussed 3.1, and the fourth one is desperately looking forward for you to visit. So, with the promise to see you again soon, I'm concluding it with this note. Primary source collection from origin marks the direct communication between investigator and informant or respondent. It can be field visit, it can be your direct communication, or you can investigate on behalf of somebody, and then you can mark the local respondent response as well. So it is directly your touches with ground reality, and your originality and confidentiality of information is accurate. So hereby with this note, I am concluding it for today. Thank you for visiting. See you again soon.